All right, guys, welcome back to another live watch along with the Red Corner. We got the Phillies versus the Red Sox, game one of this nice July series here, boys. We're starting this, right on the dot, live, 8 o'clock. It is the bottom of the fifth right now. The Phillies just took the lead in the fourth, right? So the Phillies are up 2-1. We're expecting a very live chat tonight. We got Phillies tickets to give out. We have a bunch of stuff to give out. But, gentlemen, how are we doing? We had a big weekend, didn't we?
Yeah, doing pretty good. Happy baseball's back. I love the All-Star festivities. We saw our man, the Schwarbinator, absolutely destroy it.
Yep.
It's not the Schwarbinator. What do they call him? The Schwarbarian?
You can call him the Schwarbinator.
Schwarbinator works. Schwarbinator. Yeah. I'll tell you what, he's going to need about 30 or maybe 45 million more nicknames because that's what he's going to be demanding on the open market coming soon. But, I'm feeling pretty good. Harper has 2 doubles tonight. So, yeah, man, the absolute tear from those two. I'm hoping they can just keep this up all the way through, man, because we have no time to lose at this point. We're neck and neck with the Mets.
100%.
Yeah, great
Actually,
weekend.
we're in second now, aren't we? We're officially out of first place in the NL East, right?
What's that? I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
We're out of first place in the NL East, right?
I'm not sure, actually, to be honest with you.
It's real
No, we're half game up.
half game.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mets got swept this weekend, didn't they?
Yeah, we're half game up on the Mets.
Yeah, but it was a great weekend. Started with our tailgate on Friday. Love City, great beers, and the Fresh Works with great hoagie tray. And we had a pretty good night. We picked up some subscribers while we were there.
We
both
did.
at the tailgate and in the ball game. So
Do we want to open up with some of those quick tailgate highlights? We had a Karen, a 40-year-old Karen, I guess.
Wait, so highlights. Yeah.
Quick, this was a scenario. We had some kids, probably 21, 22. You could tell they were college kids. They had the Bago boards, homemade Bago boards. This lady, we were in K-Lot. She pulled in right over it, ran over these kids' Bago boards, destroyed the one Bago board, came back after we thought she left, came back because her friends were drinking right next to us, and offered the kid $300 for the Bago boards. The kid said, no, thank you. My father built those Bago boards, and he's not feeling well. Remember all that? So that was crazy. And that was just the first hour of the tailgate.
Yeah, that was nuts. That lady, I don't know what she wasn't looking, obviously, but she crushed that board.
I would have taken the cash. Chat, would you have taken the $300? I say, take the $300 and tell your dad you flipped it for $300. He would have been proud of you.
Chat, we see you. Michael, welcome. Ron Doe, welcome, guys. And Ron's pointing out, yes, we're a half game up. So, guys, you might be here for this Phillies ticket raffle. So that is correct. We will be giving away 2 free Phillies tickets during this game. We got a bunch of names. But if you have any chat activity at all, question, concern, comment, you will be added to the raffle. James D in the chat saying he wants $400 for that. Got a negotiator.
He probably could have gotten it. I think he could have gotten it. She opened up with the 300 mark. Then we went in. I mean, Bones, do you want to talk about any of the ice cream helmet stuff? I know we ate how many Manco pizzas? That's the most pizzas I've ever eaten, maybe ever, and it was at the Phillies game. I had a whole seat that was a stack of 10 pies next to me. I could tell everyone in our section was jealous that we were eating that many pizzas.
yeah, I got an ice cream helmet. You didn't. There's not
That's the
nothing
update.
more than that to the story. I'm up 2-0 on you.
I saw the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Bones did not see the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. That's my counter to that.
Didn't miss much.
So by the numbers here, so we are 61% through the season. As far as ice cream helmets go, we are 33%. So you guys are behind schedule. What's the strategy? So we kept this pretty loose. So
I got a new helmet too. So
you did get a new helmet. And guys, in case you're not before the season started, we have a bet, right? So Slim and Bones jointly, they had to get all 6 of the variety through the end of the year. They could have done it as a team. At this point, 90-something games in, They got 2. So they are behind schedule. But guys, I think we need to make like a loophole or something because we didn't make too strict the rules. You just had to get it inside the stadium. So what you should do is figure out again. There's been zero homework and research done on your part. Figure out which ones are no longer eligible. Then get one of the Red Riders to meet you in the stadium. You trade them, and then you eat the ice cream, and that counts.
Yeah, I never disclose my strategies. I got all types of people inside the stadium, as Devo's trying to say. I got the green helmet. I have somebody working on me with the others.
Okay, so you're already working on it.
And to prove it, when I get them, I'll see if I can get a screenshot of the helmets in the stadium. So there's no hogwash being said along those fronts.
You got a bold strategy going so far. It's involved not getting any helmets.
Well, I got one. I got the green helmet. And
okay. Why is Bone saying he's up 2 on you?
This is what we got to talk about too, because Slim not only
he didn't buy it, he got it.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
He didn't eat ice cream for it.
That's right.
Oh, eating the ice cream part. I mean, we want the helmets.
You had to eat the ice cream. That was one of the rules. I do know you're in wedding season though, so it is unfortunate because I know you are trying to watch the ice cream intake.
Yeah, I can't be drinking those iced teas, and also can't be drinking $19 iced teas and also getting $19 ice creams. You know, Slim has to choose one or the other.
100. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, what's
Red Sox have tied it here.
And we seen Duran, or who is that? The center fielder's name, Duran. I'm getting this Duran mixed up with the reliever Duran, and I get the reliever Duran mixed up with the Indians reliever Clase. All right, there's a lot of names being flown around here, but I don't know. They mentioned Duran. I saw on Twitter and stuff this morning and all day today as maybe coming to the Phillies as a new guy. Do we think that's just a lot of smoke because they're in town today?
Yeah, he's been on the market for a while.
Okay.
That they're trying to get rid of him.
Why would they be trying? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. They're in the hunt, and I'm an outsider, but they're in the hunt. They're playing better since they got rid of Devers, and he seems like a winning type player. It's interesting. He's definitely a guy I would be interested
when they were down, like they've been on a hot streak. So
100%.
These rumors were started before.
So Ron in the chat has said, did she apologize? Going back to the lady that ran over the cornhole board. Yeah, she did. She was a cool lady. She was very apologetic. And then like Slim said, she was flashing those Benjamins very quick. Willie D saying that's a violation. Bones got them at the game and ate the ice cream. Michael T in the chat saying, you got to eat the ice cream, Slim.
William D and Michael or whatever. I'm trying, but like I said, I'm trying to lose some weight. Next time I won't drink. How about that? I won't drink and I'll eat a bunch of ice cream and we'll see me get flamed in the chat for that, right? So it's up to you guys. You want Slim to drink his calories or you want to eat his calories? I already told you I had the Manco's pizza and the beer. You know, that's enough. That's a lot.
What was your slice count, you think? I think I was at like 4 or 5.
Man, we legit had, I think, 6 pies there. I had at least... Man, I don't think I had 8, but I was pushing 8.
I didn't have any.
Yeah,
really?
You were gone, dude.
Yeah.
You were gone getting ice cream for a minute. We thought you left.
No, I was there when you came back.
You were gone for a second. A lot longer than you think.
Willie D saying we got to get a slim walks to Citizens Bank for an ice cream helmet.
Hey, if you're paying attention, you can tell I'm at home base right now. So maybe I will.
Yeah, that actually is a really good idea.
What, the walk and get ice cream?
No, having you do a walk near the bank.
Oh yeah, it's a nice little area for sure. There'll probably be plenty of them once Slim comes back to the city full time around August 19th. So the Philadelphians, nothing to worry about. I'll be back soon to protect everybody. Oh, they did score there.
Yeah, you just saw that?
Yeah.
Oh wow, you're like minutes behind.
No, it happened. I didn't notice that they actually scored.
Oh, gotcha.
So first trivia night. It's not trivia, but
yeah.
Usually, this is a good segment, I think, when we do these watch-alongs. Who's your favorite player for both the Phillies and the Red Sox. They played for both the Phillies and the Red Sox.
Ooh.
And I'm going to take one off the board right away. Two guys. The Flying Hawaiian got a World Series ring with both teams. And, of course, we brung him up last time, Pedro Martinez. Other than that, it's open season.
I'm not going to take any. I have a couple in my head.
Pedro's up there. I'm going to say, I'll say Jonathan Papelbon, right? Everyone loves Jonathan Papelbon.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He's our all-time saves leader, which it's unfortunate. He was at a time where we weren't in our deepest playoff runs. But I like Jonathan Papelbon. I wish he was on a better team, and I think that's what happened. He got here, he was pumped up, he wanted to win, and the Phillies at the time were not. So
yeah, they sucked.
Just wrong place, wrong time.
Right
player, wrong time.
Do you want me to take one off the board, Bones, or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to go Bloody Sock.
Oh, Kurt Schilling. There he is.
Yeah, you can't beat that one. That's a great one.
Yeah.
That's another guy who's loved and hated. Probably, honestly, across America, both those guys.
Yeah, friend of the show, Whitey, a.k.a., was it Bones Jones? Can't remember his handle, but he's a big Schilling hater. Actually, the 93 team hated Schilling in general, but a lot of the fans did as well. Awesome pitcher, though. Awesome pitcher. Josh in the chat saying that the Sox are making Wheeler work. They did, yeah, right. And we got Michael Timms in the chat taking Schwarber off the board. Nice one.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
So last year, a big thing with the Phillies was the second half. We lost all of those fifth game, right, by the starters. And if you were paying attention, it seems like Walker's going to be getting a second start the second half of the year, right? Painter's still down, Abel's still down. So are we going to be making the same mistake again? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, we just lost Walker's last one, right? He pitched yesterday, Sunday, got the L.
Yeah, he pitched Saturday.
So he got the win on Saturday. Who pitched yesterday and lost?
Power Ranger.
Oh, it was Ranger Suarez. Okay. So we survived. So we survived one of the fifth starter spots. Okay. We want to know in the fifth starter spot this
Give you the
second half.
Come on, get in so I can write some more names down. We got a lot in here.
And since it was Ranger Suarez, after I was giving him all the praise and the glory, saying we got to sign him, he turns around and proves Bones right? I know the ump was really, 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 really terrible, but I'm starting to get real worried with Ranger, especially extension-wise. I'm starting to think the innings things, when they get to those career highs, they kind of fall off a cliff. Bones, did you see anything on that front as well? You still feel like he's going to be not as good the second half coming up?
I just think there's, I guess, so much going on during that week. To go, I don't know if he's like seen family and stuff, and then you come back, and it's probably a little tougher to get into back in the game mode. So I'm not too worried, but I did read an article today from The Athletic. I'm not sure, I forget I guess it was Matt Gelb, talking about how his velocities have dropped over the course of the last 3 months.
Ooh.
Like from April to May, they were fine. Then May to June, and then June to July, they really dipped down. Going 2 to 3 miles an hour on different pitches.
And I think
so. Something to watch for the next. Thompson's not worried about it, but I don't think the manager's going to say he's worried about it.
100%.
Until he's actually worried about it.
Well, I think with Thompson saying he's not worried about it is because of Ranger being more of that, that location pitcher, that soft hit stuff. So he's actually likes his stuff getting hit a little bit. It's interesting that it's in the last 3 months. It's not year to year. We're talking about the last 3 months, so that makes it more concerning, I would say. And then yesterday, I texted you dudes right away once we saw that Bohm, who I heard was out and about in Stone Harbor over the weekend during the All-Star break. I heard it. Slim's down there. He's driving around all weekend. People saw you, Bohm. He said you were out. Okay, they said, all right, get healthy though. Come hit some baseball. We'll forget about it. But with that being said, with Bohm being out, going to the IL, I said right away, with Ranger being in there, the ball's going to find Otto Kemp, and it found him twice yesterday with the errors. So that's going to be something going forward, especially when Suarez is in there.
I remember you asked me earlier in the year, is Kemp a major league third baseman? What did I say?
He's not.
No.
Yeah. And same with second.
Chat, we haven't even addressed one of the elephants in the room yet, but also just a reminder, if you take a look at the top right corner there, that's our new little mystery box, right? So it's usually a little topical thing or a little bit of a wink to our Red Riders. But in the chat, what is that third time's a charm in reference to? Let's see if how on top of your game you guys are tonight.
Something's wrong with my screen. I can't bring this thing up. The chat. I don't know why. You see me messing with it earlier where it kind of went blank on me.
Yeah.
But I can't get it. So I'm not seeing any of these comments on top Phillies. So top Phillies and Red Sox. So if they come in, let me know.
Schwarber's the only one we got so far.
Okay.
Plus
we got
3
a leader in the clubhouse.
When you say plus 3 favor for the Angels on the umps, what exactly is the plus 3? Plus 3 on pitches? It's not plus 3 runs. Like what is it?
Probably calls.
Calls? Yeah, no, it was bad. It
was
bad. He was bad. That dude was definitely bad.
Dude, but if you look at the thing, I think it was like 95% accurate or something.
Well,
like
what's the split? I would have to see.
I don't think 95% is good though, is it?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think it's terrible, but I don't think it's. I think if you're having a good game, it's
I don't think you missed as many calls as
results of the calls. He says resulted in 3 runs. Yeah, because what they had a home run after that.
5 runs. They had 5 runs. Correct, Michael. That is Robertson. So that's in reference to us getting Dave Robertson for the 3rd time recently. The Phils just signed Robertson on a $5 million deal. The reports are this. Did you guys see this when they crunched the numbers? I think Gelb did the article with the whole luxury tax. It's actually costing the Phils like $12 million because of the multiple.
What's the multiple thing? Because I thought it was just when they say prorate, I thought you just split it by how much time's left.
So the prorate comes into the fact that obviously, so Robertson was asking for like 15, 16 million, and the Phillies gave it to him, but he's not going to get it for the rest of the year, right? So he just gets it as if he was getting paid. So that's where the prorate comes in. But where the luxury tax comes in, what the threshold that the Phils are at, it's 110%. Tax. So a lot of people were saying, okay, so it's, 1 point, just 10%. So a lot of people thought it was just like 10% of 5 million. So 500,000. No, it's 110%. So it's costing the Phillies like $12 million. So that's another factor here when it comes to picking up these heavy contracts right now.
So that's $7 million on top of the $5 million that he got for the prorated rate. And about $4-ish million of that. We saved about $4 million-ish on Alvarado's suspension, so we probably had to put up about $8 million out of pocket there if you're following along at home. Roughly,
exactly.
Maybe a little less, a little more.
And if Slim got ice cream at the game, it would be a little, putting towards that.
Yeah, I know.
So here's the bad news. Here's the bad news about Robertson. He's a man. He's 40. But also, he's probably your second best reliever right now. So you could say it's a desperate move, but we're in a better place than we were yesterday, right? So I'll take it.
Do we know how many teams went and looked at him, and do we know how many were like
a lot?
A lot. Well, that's a good sign then. I mean, he got to pay a decent amount if he was asking for, like you said, $16 million over a year.
Yeah.
So that's a good sign for me, and it wasn't rushed. So it seems like he's a guy that knows his body. Seems like he knows when he was ready to strike. Because, like you said, we kind of saw this with starters with Clemens back in the day. Yeah, just finish out the second half of this year strong. I like the move, and I think, and I give. I'll wait till later in the segment. But I think it's a really, really good savvy move.
Yeah, so I think. What the hell did I say?
Willie D with a funny one. While you're thinking, Bones, Willie D saying 40-year-old relief pitcher. Next signing is going to be Jamie Moyer to replace Walker.
But here's the thing with the relief pitchers. the relief pitchers list, there's about 80,000 available relief pitchers. So it's like throwing, like you're just taking a guess. And it's not just taking a guess, you're throwing prospect at these guesses. And I'm hearing Ruben Amaro said it. Now they're talking about trading our top prospects to get 2 relievers. You know, I'm talking about Batista and Sir Anthony. And I think I would, I mean, I don't know. That's hard for me to get behind. It's just really hard for me to get behind. I think we have the pieces here to get it done in-house. I don't think Luzardo's that piece. I know a lot. He's been getting hit around a little bit. It seems like he has one great start, then one terrible start. One great start, one terrible start. But his ERA, I think, is well above 4. It might be above 4.5. I don't think his stuff lends himself out the bullpen, though. So I'm worried about Luzardo. Could he be a guy on the move? Could we trade Luzardo? He's easy enough. Easy come, easy go. Easy come, easy go.
So what I was thinking about, Roberts, he had a private workout Saturday up in his hometown. There was 5 teams there.
Okay, so 5 teams. Who were they?
No idea.
Some of these teams are probably just like, nah, you know, we ain't going. They got no. We have zero interest in spending any money. We're staying home.
But apparently, like another team had them signed, like thought they had signed them yesterday morning, and then
really? I didn't
Phillies
see
came
that.
in. Yeah, seen that from John Heyman.
That makes you feel better.
And Bones, going way back to the beginning. I think the Mets stole a win yesterday. I think they went 1-2, and we went 1-2 in our first 3 games. So
yeah, it makes sense.
Correct.
And we better watch out because we want to win the division. I know the wild card has been a buzz the last 4 or 5 years or whatever. Especially once you get in the playoffs, it seems like it's a little bit of an advantage sometimes. But with the Central and the West playing well now, that wild card is going to be. They might have better records than us. You know, the Brewers now have the best record in baseball. So this was after everybody had all their chips in on the Cubs. So, yeah, everything seems wide open. It's going to be a really great summer. There's my boy Tanner Banks.
Yep.
I was going to say that. Anytime we do a watch along, he comes in and pitches well.
Well, he pitched so far. There's been 4 baseball games for the Phillies in the second half. He pitched in 3 of them. 1 good, 1 bad, and we'll see what he does here. Big moment, though.
So far, so good. Speaking of 40-year-olds, we got a nice little chat question here. How many 40-year-olds are in the MLB right now? Give me a number, and then we'll get some bonus points if we can get some names. Let's start off with a number, chat. How many 40-year-olds are in the MLB right now?
I wrote my answer down, and I think I got the names.
Okay.
Did you? I don't know. I don't know. I've been seeing this a lot. Like the one thing I follow on Twitter, they always post like the umpiring crew for the start of the series, right? I feel like the last like few series, there's been a minor league umpire call up that the Phillies had.
I haven't noticed that, but that's it's something to keep an eye on. There's a little Tanner Banks walk there. Again, we are top of the 7th here. Tie ball game 2-2. James D with the correct answer in 4. So the correct answer is 4. Now let's get some names. Let's get some names, guys. And while that's happening, we got Josh in the chat saying, I do not think that's a bad idea from Slim to trade Luzardo.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of awful because we got him for too cheap. You know, he has all the talent in the world. There's something up with him. Did you see the story where they said after the last game he went to the dugout and he shaved his mustache, like another symbolic thing? Did you see this?
Yeah, he's very he's big into the superstitions.
Yeah, so slim. Whatever works, I feel him. But
right.
Once you start going there, that means you're in your head. You know, that's when Slim's in his head.
All right, yeah, Banks gets out of it. Oh, man. Mr. Kepler almost got caught in the middle on that one.
All right, Mets down 4-2.
Correct. Verlander is one of them.
We got some good baseball happening this summer. Every night's going to be good stuff. We got some good games going on right now.
We got a smart chat tonight.
Morton.
No, I don't think he is. That is not one of the names based upon my search.
Who was it?
He said, is Morton still pitching?
How fun must it be to be Dave Dombrowski? Like, do you think he just has like the MLB The Show fired up and he's just messing around that way to see what works first before he starts sending out the texts?
Charlie Morton's 41.
Is he still?
Yeah.
He's still pitching
Yeah.
in the MLB?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then maybe the number I found didn't include Robertson.
Yeah, probably didn't.
Maybe not because he's not active.
So he's not.
Correct. That sounds right.
Like all Red Corner facts, they might not be accurate, especially when they're coming from the guy in the middle lately. So Martin is not playing, or he is playing?
No, Charlie Morton's playing.
Okay.
I'm saying Robertson's probably not active, so
I'm
he
sorry.
wasn't included in that number.
Sorry, I thought you said that Morton isn't playing. Then you said he's not active a second later. I was like, oh, well, he's not playing that.
No, he's 5-8 with a 5.6 ERA.
Nice. So here's a funny thing about Dave Robertson. This guy has been around. He pitched against the Phillies in the 2009 World Series for the Yankees. So that's a nice little factoid. Obviously, longtime Yankee. That's how long he's been around.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, well, tomorrow.
And you know what's crazy? I don't know what the hell
Save that
was
for around the
doing.
corner.
I don't know what I was doing in 2019. Must have been a long year for Slim going into his 30s, but I don't remember. I remember having David Robertson, but I kind of forget him getting injured, only pitching in 7 games. I was cracking up. I was listening to another broadcast, and he said, "Oh, you probably remember David Robertson, his 2019 stint. He only played 7 games. You remember that?" And I'm like, Slim does not remember that. What the fuck?
I didn't even know he played that much that year.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
That was the year Numbnuts took Noah out in the 6th inning of the first game, right? Or like 7th inning, Kapler.
oh my God.
And Robertson blew it, and then like a week later he was done.
Dude,
Yeah.
Robertson, he pitched against us with the Marlins too, right? In 2023, the playoffs. We can't get away from this guy.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
They booed him there.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What a career. Some of these guys.
Rich Hill is coming back to pitch for the Royals.
Who said that?
Me, right? I was a Rich Hill guy, episode 1 or 2 about something. 6-man
No, who just
rotation.
brought that up? You just
Josh
stole
in
my
the
around the
chat.
corner.
I'm sorry.
Dan, what is it?
Rich Hill's coming back tomorrow. He's pitching for the Royals. This is going to be his 14th major league team that he's played on.
Was he somewhere else earlier this year, or there's another?
Yeah, he was.
Was he 43 years old? 44 years old?
He's old, but
That's awesome.
ties
That is
Edwin
awesome.
Jackson for the most teams played for with 14.
That has to be
Damn.
so tiresome for a player to be on 14, like the 14 different cities. That's 14 years in the MLB is crazy. To be on 14 teams, I know you can be on multiple teams in the same year, but that has to be crazy because you hear these guys all the time talking about the adjustments. And Kepler sucks. Kepler played that ball terribly earlier in the game, and I felt like he played it lazy too. I'm just so tired of seeing this guy, man.
Yeah, so Mike in the chat actually, Slim, he sent me over via Instagram that That is correct. The ump scorecards was a 3-run differential. That's serious. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's. What do you guys think about the robot umps? Because Slim, I think the ABS challenge system really helps solve the answer. I think the MLB's been hot with getting a lot of these rules right, and I think that the challenge system is going to be the answer we need, not the full blown robot umps.
Yeah.
I'm with
Yeah,
you.
just like VAR with
Right.
soccer and whatchamacallit.
Tennis.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice, VAR. I like that, Bones.
Like how does Cal Riley, how do they judge that he hit a ball less than a half inch longer than who did he Brent Roker?
Rooker.
Yeah. How do they do that and they can't get these guys to get calls right? How do they find answers for that? But that was bullshit too. There ain't no way that happened.
That was. But let's take our first break here, boys. So Bones alluded to this earlier. We had I think it was our third or fourth Red Corner tailgate this past Friday versus the Angels. Fourth, yep. And the Love City Lagers were flowing. Feel the Love is our weekly segment brought to us by our official brewing partner in Love City Brewing. Slim, we don't count beers, we don't count slices, but you did damage with both at the tailgate. That's all I'll say. And let's start with you, Slim. Who's your Feel the Love this week?
So my Feel the Love I got to go back to my boy Tanner Banks. Strictly for the fact that he really has battled and made himself a predominant name in this bullpen for us. If we're talking about the trust tree, he has to be in the top 3, I would say. And this is a guy who some were saying didn't really have major league stuff. And at this point, I think we can kind of put that to rest. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I think he's limited? I do, because some of his stuff isn't super duper overpowering. But you know what? They keep calling him up. He seems to be a student of the game, so I think he's going to get better and better. So my Feel the Love is for Tanner Banks. Love seeing you, kid.
Location.
Usurp.
Bones.
My Feel the Love, it's Dave Dombrowski. And reason being, he went out. We talked about it. Dave Robertson, third stint back with the Phillies. Didn't have to give up any prospects for him. And we know the Phillies, like we said before, how the Phillies probably needed 2 to 3 arms, right? One being a righty in there and a lefty power guy, hopefully, or a closer, lefty somewhere, and then a closer. But it's got to be him because the one out made the move. This is the first big move of the trade deadline into free agent signing, right? Against all these teams. So it's going to be tough market, as Chris talked about. The NL Central is tightening up. So there's more teams in play for bullpen arms, and one of them being Ryan Helsley with the Cardinals. And the Cardinals are in the mix of things. So these teams are going to have to overpay tremendously for guys that, and a lot of them aren't even rentals this year. Like, they don't have like just the rest of this year left. They have multiple years left under their contract and controllable by the team. So they're going to be paying more just for that. And then just the quality over quantity is, or the quantity over quality is more. Because there's going to be everybody's always looking for bullpen arms. No matter how good their bullpen is, they're looking to make their bullpen better to make their team better.
I'm with you, and I think you've been saying his name all year. Hensley over with the Cardinals. The Cardinals are kind of falling apart here, it looks like. So I can definitely see them trading Hensley. It is a seller's market. If hopefully another team oversells and buys them, because I don't want Dombrowski to do that. I love your pick of Dombrowski because of the Robertson signing. I think it's a great signing because again, it's not a cheap signing, as Devo got into. It shows that our ownership's willing to spend a little bit. We're going 110% over a luxury tax. Like, that's legit, right? So that's good stuff to see. But it's also creative. And we see this is now back-to-back weeks where he's creative because last week, and who knows if it comes to fruition, but he drafted Gage Wood, which a lot of us fantasy guys like myself think maybe he might have a chance later up in the bullpen here for the Phil. So that's two things I like. I think he's going to save those prospects to get one of those big fishes we keep talking about. So I like that too, since we didn't trade any prospects like you mentioned. Last but not least, if he's able to bring in a big fish and navigate the waters without giving up the entire farm, we really might have to pour one out for Dave Dombrowski as being goated. Okay, so let's see what he does. He has a chance here. Let's see what he does, but it's not going to be easy.
It's not, and you just mentioned his name again, and I'm going to mention his name for the third time, and similar to the third time's a charm in Dave Robertson. Like I said earlier, this is a guy who's been around the block. He's 40 years old. He pitched against the Phillies in the postseason in 2009, and then he pitched against the Phillies in the postseason in 2023. This is a guy with tons and tons of postseason experience, including with the Phillies. So, listen, sub 3 ERA for his career. Look, he hasn't pitched in a year, half a year call it, but last year with the Rangers, he pitched great. So let's hope he can give us a little bit of leadership, a little bit of personality, a little bit of stability. We need a right-hander coming out of the pen, so we got our guy.
And he has a great relationship, like all these pitchers have, with Realmuto. I saw some comments from Realmuto saying, hey, this dude's a professional. So that's good when you have two guys who trust each other.
Absolutely. So, guys, I want to go transition back to something a little bit out of left field. So I'm going to start with you on this one, Bones. And then I want to hear the chat's opinion as well as you, Slim. Is a Wendy's Frosty a milkshake? Wendy's Frosty a milkshake?
No, you got to use a spoon to eat it.
Okay. Well, what if you sat it down at the table for like 5 minutes?
Well, I want it now.
Yeah, I've seen you eat ice cream. All right, so you're saying no because you use a spoon.
Yeah.
Slim,
By the end of it, I'm drinking it, but I want to.
Yeah, you have to use a spoon to eat a Frosty. That's what made the Frosty because it was thicker than a milkshake, right? So, yeah, the whole Wendy's had that 1950s aesthetic for a minute, with Dave Thompson, right? Who remembers Dave, right? Who remembers Dave?
Of course I remember Dave.
Right. So,
if I had to ask you, what do you think are the two primary ingredients of a Frosty? What do you think they are?
Yeah, but it's all about, you can make an egg. What's the primary ingredient to a fried egg, a scrambled egg, a whatever kind of egg you want to make? There's a million different types of eggs, right?
Okay.
So it comes down to that wetness.
Not the worst analogy, but an egg is not a item.
You cook an egg. You cook an egg and you stir, you whip the shake, cuz.
So James D in the chat saying Cool Whip. So honestly, guys, the answers I was looking for was ice cream and milk.
Yeah.
Cool Whip.
Yeah. Yeah, remember I said the chat was smart earlier? Take that back.
Yeah. No, what happens to me is I overthink too. I go to these, and this happens actually on the Phillies broadcast. And we're not getting smarter. They are dumbing down some of the trivia questions on the broadcast, and they're so dumb that I always go for the most obvious answers. I do it on the Phillies games. I do it on the radio station questions. I do it when I'm watching Jeopardy, and there's layups on Jeopardy. That's too obvious. I do it at Quizzo. That's a big one, Yep. No one likes the guy that is questioning the layups at Quizzo.
No one likes that guy. He's trying to be a smarty pants and get the tough question right.
Yeah. I've been that guy. Devo's been that guy. We don't like being that guy.
I'm not good at Quizzo because Quizzo's too heavily weighted in pop culture and music, man. And I get crushed in that.
I was saying with the this year I'm going to be doing some science studies. I'm going to be really learning a lot. I'm going to be able to add a
Some
whole dimension.
science studies.
I'm going to be doing some anatomy, physiology, and biology this year. So I'm going to be adding a whole realm to my Quizzo arsenal.
I love it. Mike in the chat saying he's a trivia junkie.
Yeah, so slim. I love the stuff. I love it. And what, like Diva was saying, you got to have, you got to be able to sweep the music, the movies, and honestly, the geography. One of my boys went and became our geography guy. So if there's any geography stuff, that's layups for us now because we dedicated one guy to it.
Oh, funny. So my wife just went to a Quizzo at Dock Street, and
cool.
she came back. She was like, "Oh yeah, we could have used you." I was like, "No, you couldn't. I wouldn't have done shit for you guys." But she came back with the pictures, the classic mug shots. So it was like a back in front of the mug shots. I actually did pretty good with that.
Oh, that's a cool one. That's cool. And there they are. The answers to the nice trivia questions for the game was Stump the Fans, the only two pitchers to play for the Phillies and the Red Sox, and also start a World Series game for both Pedro and Kurt Schilling.
Yeah, that's easy.
Today.
Correct.
Both mentioned earlier. All right, we got the leadoff man on here.
Yeah.
So this is another guy that's basically off the board because the Red Sox have been rolling of late. Aroldis Chapman. He was that power lefty we were hoping to get like 2 weeks ago, and then they just went on a roll and won like 9 in a row at one point.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, Mike. You do need a Bible guy because the Bible ties into a lot of history too, just in general. So that's big. Geography's big, music's big.
Going to Catholic school, we're all Bible guys.
Yep. All right, so we got the bottom of the 8th here. Leadoff man on. Trey Turner up, no outs. Get Slim. I'm sorry. I just wanted to set the stage.
No, we're good. We're good. That would have been huge shit, man.
Yeah, and any new names after this list, F?
Yeah, so you're not able to see the.
No, I can't. I don't know why I can't click it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Mike said his wife got those right. The trivia questions have been super duper easy this year. Like, it reminds me.
I'll text you, Bones.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was my favorite thing when I was in grade school. Loved it in high school. By the time I got to college and it was like on daytime TV, it was the easiest thing of all time. I'm like, what the hell happened?
Yup.
I think I love Kruk and all, but I think they dumb it down for him.
Oh, you think the questions are easy because of Kruk?
Because of the answers. Before they were tougher because it was for Chris Wheeler.
Right. I got you. I makes sense. Makes sense.
He's like an encyclopedia. He's like me.
Yeah, you're right. I'm with you there.
But they took us away for a while. They just brought it back.
Oh, and did you guys see this? The Phillies, and this is great news for the Red Corner. The Phillies had the biggest market. They've been getting the most viewers. Did you see that?
I did. Give the story behind that. That was awesome to see that.
Well, correct me. So I don't want to get it. Do you know it off the top of your head? Because I don't want to fumble it. I saw it briefly as I was out and about today, I think.
So let's not use exacts so we don't get it wrong. But the gist of it is for the regional networks of all of the MLB teams, the Phillies have the highest ratings. Yeah. AKA, we are watching baseball more than any other city, and that included markets that have more people than us. So we're basically lapping people.
Yep. The Mets came in at number 2, the New York Mets. So it's perfect stuff. Really cool to see. And yeah, I think it just goes to we have some really, like Bones says, we got some educated fans, and maybe our fans are more educated than some of our former players and current broadcasters. I think a lot of people would agree with that, especially with Kruk. You know, the other guy, Ruben Amaro Jr.
100%. All right, I'm going to put on Twitter that we're about to do the Phillies tickets raffle, Bones. I just texted you the additional names, and then we'll get this going, man. And this is what we're going to do, guys. We're
already in there.
Okay, yeah, I figured that. So in a little bit, Bones is going to do the raffle for 2 free Philly tickets. How we usually handle this is we would love to see if you come to the game with us, but if it doesn't work with your schedule, we'll work it out with you. Uh-oh. Ah.
If you come to the game with the red corner, there will be Manco pizzas.
Yeah, there will be pies.
And if you listen to that other Phillies broadcast, they talk about, we got to promote that. They talk about giving away like a $25 gift card like once a month on that podcast, that other one. And I like it. It gives me a lot of good information. I'm not going to lie. They know their stuff. But you come hang out the red corner, we lap that promotion every day till Sunday. We really do, you know?
Oh, 100%. And James D in the chat saying he loves Kruk. Oh, absolutely. I love Kruk.
Oh, Kruk's the man. We're just
I
busting his
love
balls.
T-Mac too. No, 100%. But the reality is we should appreciate, because remember, there were some days when we had the Jamie Moyers, Matt Stairs of the world. And with all due respect to those two,
they were awful times.
Yeah.
They were just as bad as the team.
Yeah, they were dark days.
Did you see who's throwing out the first pitch tomorrow?
No, I missed it. Who is it?
Phillies former great Robert Person.
Oh, that's a good one.
Nice. That is a nice one. All right, hold on. Let me get this tweet out here.
He should have got some nods for the all-century team.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
And as you're pulling that stuff up, it's I was watching the Astros with Altuve, and it is truly amazing to see how the DH in both leagues now has extended players' careers. Because if there wasn't a DH in the AL, or let's say vice versa, you would see this back in the day. If you were a player who was out of your prime defensively but could still hit, a lot of NL players would have to jump over and go to the AL, which doesn't have to happen anymore, or they would just have to get cut and retire. So there's a lot more guys who are literally extending their careers due to the DH in both leagues. And I think the whole league has to kind of it's just something that we should all kind of notice when we're talking about numbers and stuff, I feel like. Because it's a lot of guys. Look at Trout, Altuve, Schwarber, Harper less so, but you guys get the point.
You know what's funny that to your DH point that we did another fly out to left field. It's funny that when we were doing like our comparisons between Halladay and Wheeler, we didn't even bring up the fact that Wheeler's got to deal with an extra hitter.
Yeah, no, it's true.
And that makes a difference, right?
100%, it does.
It's an extra 3 tough at bats.
Yeah.
So, a game. But anyway, Bones, let's get that going, man. Let's give away some Phillies tickets here.
Here we go. If you win these tickets, you're going to sit between me and Slim during this game.
We had all types of movement going on in that row.
All right. Here we go.
All right, we got a man in second.
All right, who do we got here?
Maddie McBride.
Maddie McBride.
Ooh, Maddie.
All right, nice steal. Do we know Maddie McBride? Anybody? Well, it might be one of our Instagram guys. So Maddie McBride.
I think it's a chick.
It's a girl.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations, Maddie. You have won 2 Phillies tickets. I will find you on Instagram and we'll get those tickets over to you. Congratulations.
All right, let's go. That sounds fun. Bring the whole crew.
Bring the whole crew. And now the Phillies have Sosa on second in scoring position with Harper at the plate.
Ooh. Did he go? Nah, it's a ball. We got goatee Chapman here, or with bearded goatee Chapman. I don't think I've ever seen this kind of Chapman.
Chapman's a tank, man.
Yeah, he's still pumping out 100.
Yeah.
He's old as shit, too.
Good eye. Yes, he is.
If he can put that one right there again, there's 0 chance Harper hits it.
After the bottom of the 8th, we'll go into around the corner here.
Quickie, since we just came back from the All-Star break.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like everything's strike out there. Everything's right now is the best part of the summer. Like this is when you're at the game watching the scoreboards. Teams that are slightly out of it might not be out of it. Think of teams like the Angels. I'm Slim's cheering for the Marlins a little bit here, but teams like that. Even if you believe it or not, Cleveland. Cleveland, everyone says seller, seller, sellers. They said, wait a minute, if we sell, it's going to be for a king's ransom because we still think we can make a playoff run here.
100%. And as Slim just alluded to, Bryce Harper strikes out with a 100-mile-per-hour fastball down the middle. Bones, take it away around the corner.
All right, we're going to go around the corner tonight, presented by the Fresh Works of Port Richmond. Great tailgate the other night, great food. The hoagie tray that Joe and Company sent us was awesome. All of it went. We were putting them down. I feel like I was eating hoagies all weekend down the campground on Saturday, beach yesterday.
They were delicious.
Eating hoagies and beers all weekend. But tonight's around the corner. We go out to the AL Central, and they're talking about Tarek Skubal. How after next year, he's going to be the new $400 million man. Just a matter of which team's going to pay him. The Mets, the Yankees, or the Dodgers. The three usual suspects.
Yeah.
Where do you guys stand with this, with them, especially the Dodgers? If they get another race like that, Jesus Christ.
So what I was thinking about with this is a little bit.
And Reese is back to normal, by the way.
I was thinking it stinks because, Detroit's pretty good this year. It seems like they're already out of contention to sign their own stud. And he was he was a 9th-round pick that was developed there. So it's kind of bittersweet to see such a great player who was trained, got better, he's going to be leaving for a paycheck. I don't hate him for it. I think it's going to be awesome. I think it's a great deal for him. It's going to be great for the game. But it stinks that it seems like Detroit's already out of contention, and they're in the playoff race this year and maybe next because he's a free agent after next year.
Yeah, that's where I was kind of going with it. Like, why does this article even come up now? Knowing they're the best team in baseball, you're talking about a year out from now. Not even like a team that's like where he's going to be selling and somebody's going to be trading for him. You know what I mean? Just for like a rental, like a big time rental in the during this trade deadline. Like, I think it's a disgrace. I'm not sure why the article came out. But.
Yeah, I'm with you there. It seemed weird, especially like I said. Oh, it's scoreboard time. It's baseball time. Games are being played.
100%.
This sounds a little NBA-ish.
And the Tigers pitchers gave up all the runs during the All-Star game. Started with Skubal, and I think it was like 2 other guys. They're the ones that gave up the runs during the All-Star game.
And that's hilarious.
Josh in the chat saying the Tigers shouldn't let the guy walk, but they're saying they're not going to have the money, I guess. Right? It's saying he's going to just be going to a bigger market like we see happen so often.
Which is a shame because they're a great team nowadays.
Dude, they're a great team. A lot of young, great players, man. Who knows? Maybe they win the World Series, get an influx of cash, and get it done.
Is that the end of Around the Corner?
Yeah, I didn't want to get into it.
Okay. No, that was a good one.
But no, it kind of, the other point, like, it kind of brings me into, with this CBA looming for baseball, they want to put like a salary cap on baseball. So he might be like one of the last guys to get this huge deal. Like that. I'm not sure when the CBA is up. Not exactly sure, but like the Dodgers own everything.
Right?
I can't see them. I don't think they'll put a cap on it. I can see them forcing a minimum cap on or something on teams like Pittsburgh or something like that.
That's what they should do, like hockey.
Yeah, they should make them force Pittsburgh to keep
a
guy. Yeah, a floor.
And you got a certain deadline to meet it by.
Floor, I'm with you on that.
But I like the idea that you just spend whatever. It's awesome.
So shout out to the Fresh Works of Port Richmond, our official food tailgate sponsor. Those hoagies were delicious. Thanks again for providing those. They really paired well with our Love City lagers. Gentlemen, I have one of my thought experiments that I like to go through during our live watch-alongs. And I like how we have a nice little diverse group in the chat, people from all over. Sleeveless shirts, a.k.a. muscle shirts for a man. I want to hear your opinions on where does it stop, meaning acceptable for location. What do I mean? I think most guys, most church-going men, not going to wear a muscle shirt in church, right? But or maybe you are a church muscle shirt guy. So I want to know, where's your tier? Where do you go? I'm not gonna do that. So let me hear Slim. Where are you at, Bones? Now let's see what the chat's got to say.
Anywhere. I always like to have quick, simple rules and details. With the muscle shirt, I don't have it right now.
Okay.
I wear a muscle shirt wherever I roam. It's just the way I am. I'll go to. Would I wear a muscle shirt church to gym or to church? No muscle shirts in church.
So no church.
I think you can do it at the bar. Smoke if you're at these dive bars in the city, if you're at a Fishtown bar for sure, you can wear a muscle shirt. I don't think you got to feel any type of way with some of the people I see dressing. If you're down at a shore bar, if it's summertime, I think you can rock the muscle shirt. I think you can rock them to a Phillies game. So I think you can rock them to a Phillies game. I think you can rock them to the bars. I don't think you can rock them at church. And if you're going to go eat with your family, I think you can still rock them. I think you can still rock the muscle shirts. Screw it.
What's your policy on this, Bones?
As a sloth guy that I am, I really don't rock the muscle shirt. But I don't know. I really want to see these muscle shirts at bars in Fishtown because some of the people who walk around, they look like they smell. I don't want to smell that as I'm drinking my beer.
Yeah.
But
there's a lot of big fat guys.
Maybe in a shore town like Wildwood.
I was going to say that.
Where they have mass at the gym down there. Pretty sure you can wear a muscle shirt in there. When they have mass in the gym. They still do that down there? Is it still in the gymnasium on Sundays?
I'm not sure about the location
New Jersey.
there.
I saw people going to the church, and it was very nice. It was everybody was dressed.
But
not
in the city. Not in the shore town.
So,
yeah, that's fine.
Mike in the chat says, I'm from Tennessee, church. A button-up sleeveless? Shit. So, Mike, are you saying that church is a muscle shirt is fair game at church in Tennessee?
Sounds like it.
Come as you are.
Yeah. Willie D saying only for 4th of July in the gym. So this was my thing.
Willie D doesn't even go to the gym. That's hilarious.
Damn. So I would say you don't do it at church, and you don't do it on a sub-5 date, meaning the first 5 dates. If you pull up with a muscle shirt in an early date, it's a bad move.
What if you're dating a sub-5 though?
I don't think you're getting that. I don't think you're getting a second date if you pull up in a muscle shirt.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Slim's gotten second dates in muscle shirts. This is not even a joke. This is the first day I met my fiance.
I was going to say, remember we're live here. I almost had to remind you.
The first day I met my fiance, I was on a fishing trip with the boys. And then later I invited her down, cooked her dinner. It was during COVID. And I was in a muscle shirt. I was in a Sion navy blue muscle shirt that I got when I was in 7th grade. Okay. My hair was longer than it is now. My beard was much more Amish than it looks now. Okay. And she didn't run away. She came in, and now she's marrying me. So it's not about the muscle shirts. It's about the moves. Okay. It's about the moves you make in the muscle shirt. All right.
So your second date, you wore a muscle shirt.
My first date.
No. Your first date.
My first date. 100%. 100. I cooked and we went swimming in the pool. That was the first date.
That's cool.
During COVID, and I was in a muscle shirt.
Well, I guess that's
I might have a picture.
You're at the house.
Yeah, you're at the house, so that's different. Hey,
like I said, The moves. It's all about the moves.
I was trying to think of another location.
You said you could this not, you said don't wear a Bustle shirt the first 5 dates. I don't think I wore a shirt with sleeves till like date 10 with Lou. It was COVID time. Our second or third date, we took the car out. We went to like the drive-in movies, so I didn't have I was like, yeah, no.
Well, I was going to say my second location was going to be airport. Who's rocking a muscle shirt at the airport?
Well, don't some people go to the airport like they just rolled out of bed?
That's true. That's true. I think I always go layers because you want to be cold. You don't want to be cold.
You ain't gotta wear shoes now, or you can keep your shoes on now at the airport.
That was a big win.
Yeah, the question is now being asked, has TSA done anything the last 25 years or the last 24 years? Because it seems like they're all like saying, okay, you can keep the shoes on. Okay, don't even walk through anymore. We're just good to go now. Everyone's been behaved.
Have you guys noticed that TSA has been a little bit nicer nowadays?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think the gig's up.
Yeah. I've noticed that. They're a little bit more pleasant.
I seen one skit, though. That dude, Drewski, did a skit, the Philadelphia TSA, when he came here, dude. He must have came to Philadelphia, seen the way the TSA here acts a little bit, and then he did a skit. It was dead on, telling people the same thing. Take your shoes off, put them here. And he's like slamming the bin, telling the people to put their shoes on it or take their shoes off. So
that dude's hilarious.
Yeah, that stuff was hilarious. It's so spot on.
Friday, August 1st.
In the dugout.
So we got one of these watch parties where this is going to be an extra inning game again.
That's exciting.
This ain't going extras.
So Friday, August 1st.
Nikki Caesar.
Wall of Fame night.
Do we have some chugs that are in order?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it's me and Bones too. Actually, I think I just asked to check the. Are we handing in the homework?
Man, your honesty can never be questioned, Slim. So just to catch up the viewers here, we had a home run derby bet. We did a draft. I drafted the big dumper, Cal Raleigh, and I won the home run derby. So anyone that did not draft him has to do a chug. Slim, Bones, do you guys have access to jugs?
Yeah, I should have something here.
I don't have beer here.
All right. You drank it all over the weekend?
Yeah, that's going.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Bones had a monumental weekend. He Bones had one of those weekends that Tim Duncan I got to think of some good MLB comparisons. So I can stop using.
There's a layup one.
Wade Boggs.
Wade Boggs.
Oh, did he come? Yeah. Okay, Wade Boggs. Wade Boggs is the comparison. He
came drink back like 30 on the plane, right?
Oh no,
yeah, like 70 on the plane.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't going to make the drink. I wasn't going to make the apples to apples comparison. I was going to make it to the performance comparison, saying that Bones went back into the closet and had a retro performance, like he was 21 years old again. He needed it and he put it up.
Yeah, Saturday was rough. Ended up sleeping on in the screen house floor.
Oh, you didn't get inside that night? You didn't get inside?
It was all full.
How did you feel Saturday morning?
Here. What's that?
Because this is the first time I'm seeing you since the tailgate, and I left you Friday night. When I left everybody Friday night, Bones was the father like he always is. He was making sure we were all getting in the car. We were making sure we were all in the right cab, making sure everybody was getting home safe. And then next thing you know, I'm hearing Bones hasn't gone in yet.
Yeah, I was good. Saturday wasn't too bad. I was just took Spike out for a little bit.
Oh, cool. Anywhere fun?
We were at Green Rock, and then we went to Crickwater.
Gotcha.
Oh.
And then Saturday was my birthday, so went to the campground and.
Yeah, so you went out Friday night. You meant first, Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
All right. Bottom of the ninth here, folks. High ball game. Can we get a walk-off from Someone. You know what? We've lacked this year has lacked a lot of like exciting comeback games.
Yeah.
That's one thing that's really stuck out to me the other day.
So I've seen a stat. I think it was with the lead after the 6th inning, the Phillies are 41-2 this year.
And that tells you something then, right? That tells you that the bullpen is not as bad. The bullpen isn't as bad as we say it is. I'm telling you. It's a lot of it.
After that first month, the bullpen has really been
And
better.
It just stinks because we're doing it with like makeshift parts. And when you're doing it like that, you're going to have, you're going to hit bumps every once in a while. I think oftentimes, and we had these debates going back to last year's playoffs.
Yeah.
Everyone goes, the issue's the bullpen. The issue's the bullpen. Yeah, but the game was 2-2 or the game was 2-1. I know Friday night we got the power from Schwarber and Harper. We got it again Saturday from Schwarber and Harper. We're getting it again tonight from Harper. But oftentimes it's the bats and not the bullpen, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, we
hit like close to 20 home runs less so far this year. At this point, so you're not wrong. The bullpen has had issues, though.
No, it has, no doubt. I mean,
that is an interesting stat. I would say the red herring in that stat that Bones just said is I'm sure most teams that are leading after that point have a good record, right?
And it's interesting that it's the 6th because we lead everyone with games going to the 7th by starters.
Yeah, but to your point, Slim, 40 whatever that was in 2 is impressive. So
yeah, it's not. Right, 40 whatever and 2 is not terrible. You can't say
no. Yeah. But I wonder what that is after the 5th. I think you're muted, Slim.
Yes, I was. There goes Bones' thing again. That's so creepy.
Yeah, isn't that weird? So Alvarado will help for the rest of the regular season. He should be ready. Yeah, 100%, Mike. No one's talking about that. The fact that we get our best reliever for at least, call it a month and a half or so, that'll be nice.
Yeah, I just wonder. I'm all for it. I'm for giving him a full workload.
Mm-hmm.
Just because we got to get wins. We're in a playoff race basically, so we're gonna have to get wins. We're not gonna have to be. Yeah, we gotta get them any way we can. All right, Miami lost today. Padres win 2-1. The Mets are losing 5-2, so that's good. All right, so we can make some room if we get a win here. The team in second and third. Holy shit, Bones, you okay?
Yeah, Nitty's messing with Reese.
Are we ever going to be able to break the fourth wall on that or no?
What's that?
The mystery weekend we had? We don't have to do it now.
In time.
Okay, that's fine. That's completely fine. That's not my story to tell. Do we have? Can I ask the audience here for a little thought experiment again? Mopeds. Where are we at on mopeds, folks? So I found myself in. You know how every once in a while you fall into like a Google search of hey, maybe I'm going to be a moped guy, right? And then you kind of like take a step back. You're like, when would I really use it? So I want to hear your thoughts on that because obviously we're city folks. I'm thinking, would I whip it to a game, to food shopping? It's one of those things you don't need to get a license plate for. So where are we at on mopeds? I'll start with you on that, Bones.
These are pretty dangerous. They just outlawed them in Ridley Township.
A moped?
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, little girl got killed probably like a month ago.
Okay, I'm picking a bad time to be a moped guy.
And they just outlawed them in that little district there. But yeah, I think I hate the people that use them things because they're worse than people on bikes. They think they can do whatever the hell they want on them.
Yeah, 100%. Joe in the chat saying, "What's up, fellas? What's up, Joe? How's it going, brother? Welcome to the chat."
What's going on, Joe?
Mike with a great comment here. saying mopeds, they're fun to ride, but you don't want your friends to catch you on it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think besides them being extremely dangerous, like Bones said, I think if you're using that as your means of transportation, you got a personality defect of some sort. Because here's low key, they're not that you got to take it out the house. They're kind of heavy. Where are you storing it at? Or you keep it in your living room? Imagine I walk in your house and you got your moped tied up to your railing. It's just like it just screams unserious.
Yeah, no, I hear you. And Joe's saying they go like 30 miles an hour. They should need a license to drive one. Kids around in Delray, New Jersey are whipping them all over. And honestly, man, I'm 90% joking on this. That was kind of one of the appeals, right? You don't need a license. You see one online for $300 and you order it, right? And it's something you can kind of whip around to, I don't know, food shop in the bar or something like that. But I've never driven one, not once in my life.
And that's the other issue because, like you said, there's kids driving it and they think there's a cloak of protection, and there's not.
Right.
We're the ones driving around in the killer whales per se in our vehicles. So, and I'm not going to downgrade to something that's less. That's basically, it is more dangerous. You might not think it's more dangerous, but you're way safer in the car. Obviously, cars are bigger. Obviously, cars are more expensive, and obviously, we all mostly already have a car. So, yeah, just keep it and keep doing what you're doing. Everybody else, let the moped trend die. And here's the other thing I don't want to see. And Philly's getting the driverless. We're getting the trial run of the driverless. Service rides.
Oh yeah.
So that's coming here, and that's going to be a disaster. That's going to be a disaster here.
So here's the $1 million question: muscle shirt on a moped.
That's fine.
Where is that? Does that mix it out, Slim?
Hey, if you have, you know what? It's like two wrongs don't make a right. Besides with that, right? If you have a muscle ped and a moped, I think you're all right. I think you're good to go.
Philly muscle shirt, Joe. So I don't know if you just joined the chat. We were talking about muscle shirts earlier, so that's why the muscle shirt on a moped question was asked.
How do you guys make the muscle shirts? You guys go scissors? You guys just rip them off? Slim has the ones where it's just my arm, and then I have the one where it's the whole thing. And you can see my side profile, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you show a little bit of that. Nice play. That's a second beautiful play there by Turner.
Yeah.
Oh, so
You're a little delayed.
Yes, I am delayed.
So
I got you.
I think a lot of people in the trades use them downtown. Like they'll drive to, like they get parking at, instead of like taking a shuttle. They're working at like the hospitals and shit in University City. They have like a spot where they're allowed to park, and then they ride them to work.
I think it's a solid move. I mean, if you're in the city and you're in a pretty walkable area and you're worried about parking or you want to just do food shopping, I think it serves a purpose.
Oosh. Big strikeout there. That was big.
Great game for our pitchers altogether, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lazard here, man. Did I say that right? He's a beast, dude.
Lazard.
He's playing great, dude. Every time he comes in, I feel like he's doing really, really well.
I was just thinking that.
And that was a big time situation. I know we had a great play there by Turner, helped him out. And Stott made a couple great plays defensively again yesterday and this weekend. I thought he looked good on the field. It just sucks that he can't hit, man.
Michael in the chat saying, "Is there a little basket on the moped?" I think the word "little" is strategically placed there by you. It's a big basket, Mike. Big basket. For all this shopping, that's funny. All right, boys. So we got another free baseball game, huh?
Yeah. How many watch-alongs have we had this year?
This is our fourth. I'll check. I'll check our YouTube right now, but I think this is our fourth.
We had 3 extra inning games.
I think that's right. I think this is the third extra inning game that we've had for our watch-alongs. Let's see here.
And I don't think they fared so well
Nah,
in them.
that's for sure.
So you're off from the shore, Chris?
Yeah, I'm up. Not for sure for how long. Maybe till the weekend. We'll see.
Big weekend down there. See you red.
This is North weekend. Good.
Yeah,
I'm definitely going down then. That's Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
So this is we did the Mets twice, the Cubs, the Rays, and now the Sox. This is our fifth. Jimmy D in the chat saying, just do an electric bike. I hear you, man. Have you ever done one of those? I haven't. I've only done traditional stuff. I've never done the electric.
I do like the ideas. I know back in the day when I was working down in Center City, a couple of my coworkers used to ride their bikes back, let their dogs. They would let their dogs out at lunch and stuff. And people would say, "Oh, Slim, why don't you ride a bike?" And it's like, dude, if I rode a bike, I'd be so sweaty when I got to work. I would have to shower and get changed again. I would love to if my employer offered me a full bathroom. I think it would be awesome, but most places don't do that.
100%. I always used to say I love the idea of riding a bicycle to work. And when I used to work downtown, I also tried it, but I was just sweating my
it's nuts. I can't believe these people do it. Like I can't even walk to Walgreens without busting a sweat.
Yeah, your slim walks. our sweaty walks. You are sweat. It looks like you just got out of the ocean every single time. Impressive.
Yeah, my ball spot's coming back though. I think the walking's helping with it, getting the T levels back up. Cause
here goes a guy. He was part of the Rafi Devers trade. Jordan Hicks was a starter, reliever with the Cardinals. Hard throwing right-hander. Starter with the Giants. Sucked.
He sucked first off, too.
Yep. 4 pitches walk.
Yeah, he started versus us. He basically only throws 2 pitches. A fastball that is super-duper fast, but it's basically just 1 pitch.
Matt Gelb just wrote a really nice piece on Kemp.
Nice. What was he saying? I got to read it.
It basically just went into his whole background of that small like Christian school in San Diego, in the California area that he's from. There's basically only been like 3 big leaguers ever there. He obviously was an undrafted guy, right? So that's a great story. And how he was a walk-on, I believe, at that school too. So I don't think he was even. Yeah, I don't think he was like a highly touted guy. He's with his college sweetheart. And you got to check out the article too because it shows the pictures of his field that he played on. Dude, the backdrop is ridiculous. It's just like the Pacific Ocean, like the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen. Yeah.
Can Kepler get a bunt down here?
But he's a legend on that campus right now.
Oh, he threw behind him. That's better than a bunt because you would have bunted in a double play, you bum. All right. Think I'll walk him there?
I want it.
I wouldn't. I would go after him.
Yeah, because he's not good. But I guess the force at home now though is it live, so I guess that's what they're looking at.
Oh, that's true. No, that's the move.
Because really here, your Hicks isn't a ground ball guy, like we were saying. He's going to be someone who's looking to get strikeouts. So he's really going to be looking to probably get 2 strike to get a force at home, a strikeout, and then that third out any way you can.
All right, so this is good. I would say
good stuff.
Chancing of win probably 98% right now.
Right. But 0-2, not a good situation with Sosa, especially with like I said, this guy throws pretty damn fast.
Mm-hmm.
So if there is
in the air to the outfield, that's all we need.
Yeah, if they can get in the air, it's game's over. But if it's hard hit, it's going to be coming home. If it's a strikeout,
And guys, make sure you stay tuned to after the game too, because Slim's going to be breaking it down with Slim Pick'ems.
Yes, sir. The Slim Pick'ems are coming in hot. We've been hot.
And congrats again to our Bones. Remind me of the winner for the Phillies tickets, Marty McBride. Who was it?
Maddie McBride.
Maddie McBride. Congratulations again. Maybe you'll be hanging out with the red corner, maybe not, but we'll figure it out.
Oh, Ben Davis. Did the ball come flying? Ben Davis is getting a lot of love recently. There he goes.
We met a lot of cool people in our section, our Phillies game. There was some cool people. A couple next to us was cool. There was that kid that's going to be playing ball at Penn State.
Yeah, the coaches, the Penn State player.
Yeah.
It was really good. That was a really cool section. There was a crew of like young bucks all going crazy, wearing the big chains, shirts off. It's always good to have a section of kids that are like under 10 and going absolutely berserk.
Absolutely.
What's going on here?
He's saying interference. Sorry, when we watch these games, I got it on mute and I got these headphones on. So sometimes I'm like, what the?
Yeah, they were talking about this earlier in the game on the TV broadcast, and how this catcher was catching the ball, and he was doing it like with pop, like he was like reaching out, coming close to like where it's like making a huge sound. Ben
he for sure reached out there.
First or second inning.
I think this is going to be the game. If they walk from here,
that's catcher
the
interference.
Game. 100%. That's crazy.
That's 100%. Yep, that's ball game. 100%. That's not even close.
That was one of the least climactic endings ever.
We'll have to do like a let's act like we're going crazy once it happens. Oh my God, catcher interference. So we can do a clip of that.
Game over.
Let's go.
Let's go. Catcher interference.
That's how we win baseball games in Philadelphia.
The Phillies are doing the same thing we were saying.
A walk-off catcher's interference.
Someone text Hunter, see how he's doing.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's not fun.
Ring the bell. That's right, Mike.
Yeah, we needed it. We're now a game and a half above the Mets loss. So we're good. A game and a half above the Mets. We needed it.
Absolutely, we did. So the Phillies win 3-2, extra innings baseball. So it's nice to get a nice victory here from the live watch along. Slim, the floor is yours. Let's make these listeners and watchers some money here, baby.
All right. As always, Slim Pick'ems brought to you by Warminster Dental Associates and D-Town Dental. They are smiles ahead of the competition. And as always, Slim preaches trust and partnership at the S&P 500 as we are on a road to 500 units. If you're paying attention, we ended last week going into the All-Star break up 5 units. We were doing a couple bigger bets there. Some worked, some didn't. We took a little break and we came back out firing. After a good Friday, a not so hot Saturday, we went 4-1 yesterday, won over 60 units. We did spray the board. We had a lot of big bets. We are back in the positives. My record as to date, or our record as to date, is 97 and 191 for plus 18.87 units. And I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm going to give them to you quick and fast. 10 units tomorrow. Here comes the bombs. We only got about 30% of this season's left. The rent it's due. Okay. The rent's due. 10-unit bomb on Detroit. They're playing the Pirates. They just lost again. They've only won 1 of their last 7. It wasn't even by double digits. So they're due for a double-digit win. They're going to be plus 115, minus 1.5, 10 units, plus 115, the Detroit Tigers. Hate to say it, Boston Red Sox, 5 units. They're going to be about plus 240 tomorrow because Sanchez is pitching. It's ugly, but if they hit, you can be it's kind of like an emotional head. You can get some money back there if the Phillies lose. So minus 1.5, take the Red Sox for 5 units. Tomorrow, this is the beginning of two new interval series. They're going to be playing Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And that's the Astros -1.5, 2.5 units at +115. And then the Brewers -1.5 at 2.5 units. I'll repost all these again tomorrow. That Brewers is a late game, so I didn't get the exact line in, but it will all be posted tomorrow. In recap, we're taking the Tigers tomorrow for a big bet, -1.5, 10 units. Boston for a medium-sized bet, 5 units at -1.5, +240. And then again, to begin the intervals on the Astros as well as the Brewers, -1.5, 2.5 units. Follow along at Twitter, TRC Slim, and the Red Corner to keep up with everything. We're going to be cashing in a lot as we close into August here. Keep following along. Thank you for the trust.
As always, ride with Slim because the Red Corner does. That's Slim Pick'ems, brought to you by the best dentist in Pennsylvania, to be frank with you. And they are smiles ahead of the competition. Shout out to Warminster Dental Associates and D-Town Dental. We love it. We love it. We love it. Guys, the chat has been patient. We've given out some Phillies tickets. Let's give out a Red Corner hat. So what do you think was the best comment, best question? Who you got as the winner tonight? There's been a lot of good commentary.
Who's picking, me or Bones?
You are, because I can't see them.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let me see what we got here. All right, let me jump in here. I think the best one has to go to Michael Timms with the +3 comment, right?
Yeah.
It was informative. It helped engage the conversation. It pushed us along early there. So Michael Timms seems like he's new to the chat. I'm not sure if it's the first time, long time, whatever. Definitely knows ball. So yeah, Michael Timms, thank you for contributing to the highly educated Philadelphia Phillies fan brand we have going here at the Red Corner. Yeah, appreciate you. That's for the tickets, bro?
No, that was for the hat.
For the hat. Oh, nice. Yeah, get one of these. And these are the auto hats too, right?
100%. These are nice trucker hats. So, Mike, do me a favor. Reach out to IG or Twitter. Where I'm pretty sure you're on IG primarily. So send me the address that you want me to ship it to, whatever you want to do, and we'll ship you this hat. Congratulations, brother. Boys, let's close things down here in the same way that we always do. What do you got for us today, Bones?
Oh, it sounds like a horse race in my house now.
Yes.
Dogs are running around. So on this date, 2012, Shane Victorino gets his 1,000th hit off of Matt Cain, former Giants pitcher. He became the first player from Hawaii to reach that milestone.
Oh, that's
cool.
And pretty cool that played for both the Phillies and Red Sox. Just happened to be.
Yeah, another guy.
2015, Aaron Nola made his major league debut, going 6 innings against the Tampa Bay Rays, giving up only 1 run, and it was to the pitcher for the Rays.
Wow.
Who was pitching?
Nathan Carnes.
Nathan Carnes. That's a name. That's a name.
So it was the only run of the game, and it was the first interleague game to ever be decided by an AL pitcher's home run.
Oh, wow. Anything else, brother?
No, that's it. That's it for on this day in Phillies history.
Slim, closing thoughts there. What do you got for us?
Nothing. I'm good. I'm excited today's Monday. We got a full week. So when we see you guys again on Sunday night, let's hope we got about 3 or 4 games on these Mets, because these Mets are faltering, okay? And you guys know I'm always cautious about our opponents. I love giving kudos to the competition, to the opposition. Right now, I can't. The Mets suck.
The Mets suck. That's always a great way to end the show. Guys, we learned a lot today. Well, let's start off with this. If you're still here, watching now in the future, please hit that subscribe button. It helps. We had a huge week subscriber-wise. Huge week, so please help us continue that. What else did we learn this week? This is a pro-muscle shirt, anti-moped show. So we learned a lot about our viewers and the co-hosts here. But, guys, we have a big, big week coming up. So stay tuned. we have the volume 2 of the trade deadline series coming. There's been a lot of rumors and sexy names getting thrown out there. So stay tuned. Later in this week, we got volume 2 of our trade deadline series. Big Phil's win. Let's win the next game, and I'll be there Wednesday to watch Game 3 of this series. Go Phil. See you guys soon.